they stuck with you for a while, but what were you guys able to do late in the third quarter? It seemed like you were able to get some separation.
Yeah, I mean, at halftime, we really talked about what happened in the first. We weren't moving too much, setting too many off-screen picks, things like that. We were playing more individual than a team, so then the second half, we tried to set it up so more ball movement, more off-ball picks, things like that, just get people open in some shots.
You got a hat trick yourself here tonight, and Jake had 4 goals.
Yes.
It seemed like you guys were clicking out there, and the offense really seemed to get into gear there in the third quarter. Yeah, was that just because of the just ball movement, or was it?
Yeah, I mean, Jake and I were kind of got a little angry in the first half. We were getting a little frustrated, couldn't get some goals, things like that. So we talked at halftime, talked about how he was going to curl, I would go behind at X, look for those 1v1s and then dish after the slide, and just it seemed to work in the second half.
Well, when we possess the ball, I mean, we can dominate passing around. We gotta start moving off ball a little bit more. That showed once we started moving off ball, they weren't fast enough to really keep up with us, and kind of changed the pace of the game a little bit. So, I mean, I think this will send us on a good roll going into a couple of next games. We got BC High on Sunday, so.
That should be a tough one.
Should be a great game, yeah.
You guys really seemed to click into gear there at the end of the third quarter. It sort of broke the game wide open. What changed for you guys after halftime?
I mean, at halftime, Coach said that if we let ourselves down, we're going to let them back in the game, and we didn't let that happen. We wanted to possess the ball as much as we could, cycle it through X a couple times, and work the ball around. That's what we needed to do to win the game.
Defensively, too, you guys only gave up 3 goals after halftime. It seemed like you guys got a lot stronger there as well. What was the difference on that side of the ball?
I think the talking on defense, the D said at halftime that they weren't communicating good. They were dropping a couple of balls here and there, but they said once they started talking, getting the sticks up in the hole, they couldn't really get by them. It kind of shut them off a little. So
you guys have really turned things around, even in the hockey. That big win over Foxborough. Where do you see the team at, and how far have you guys come since the beginning of the season?
I mean, early in the season we had a really tough loss to Canton, which is a big turnaround for us. I mean, they were a really strong team this year, and I think they're 9-0. So hopefully we get to see them later on in the Hawk Championship, a little revenge, You
guys limited them to just 3 goals in the second half. What were you guys doing better on the defensive side of the ball to limit their chances?
I think just the communication was key in the first half. There wasn't a lot of communication. Second half, we were talking about who's hot, like who's sliding first, second, things like that. Our goalie really got into us, helping us out, talking, things like that, and it just ended up working for us.
You guys are on a little bit of a roll right now. You guys have won some games in a row. How do you feel the team's doing so far this season?
I think it's very good right now. We're really starting to click, getting that team chemistry. In the beginning, it was a little slow. Started out 3-3. I think now we're at 8-3, and I think just that team chemistry is really helping us out.
We got BC High on Sunday. That should be a good one. That should be tough.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, we're gonna prepare tomorrow. We have another practice, and then right into Sunday, we're gonna see if we can keep it going.